welcome to this segment of the
Dating Chronicles.
All right, y'all. So you know how we do it around here.
That's it. We get real.
Because we in these dating streets. Last time we talked about red flags.
We did. Yes, yes.
And it's a lot of them.
It's a lot of them.
But
what are we going to talk about today, Sonya?
Well, I kind of took this from good sis Maya Angelou.
The great Dr. Maya Angelou.
Yes, ma'am. When someone tells you
who they are,
believe them. Okay.
I love it.
Listen. These are lessons learned from the Dating Chronicles.
Yes.
And these are some recent experiences for me. I may throw in some other ones, but if someone tell you that you may not be the right fit for you, that they may not be the right fit for you, believe them. Because they know them.
Yeah, I had someone say to me, I think that I don't think I'm good enough for you. Is what they said to me.
You not.
He wasn't. But I wish he had come to that realization sooner, right? And when he said it, I was like, why would you say that? What is, because here I am thinking he's just being hard on himself.
See, that's the social worker in us.
Ain't it? We always want to see the best in people.
We want to see the best in people. We always trying to pull out a strand. And I think that's characteristic of the woman too.
The nurturer in us.
And building
folks up. So when he said that, I was like, why would you say, like, I dug, because some people would have probably been like, left it there. But I like to get to the bottom of stuff.
Because we need to know.
Said it, because we need to know. So when I said it, so when he said it, I was like, why would you say that? What do you mean by that? So I needed to get to the bottom of it. And he basically just kind of reiterated, like, I just think that you're too good for me. I just feel like, the kind of person you are, I'm not good enough for you.
Yeah, you should. Yeah.
That should have been my sign. That was not the first sign I should have to tuck tail and run. That was not the first sign.
But I'm in the same boat. I should have took that sign. Yeah. I'm in the same boat because that man said, I'm starting to think I'm not the right person for you. And
is this the one who's I was rooting for him?
This is one that you was rooting for. This is one you was rooting
for. I'm still side-eyeing him.
He said, I'm starting to think I'm not the right person for you. And I was like, why do you say that? And, I'm not a good person. You are a good person. I'm speaking life.
You were speaking life and not death. Yeah.
And I still believe he's a good person. Yeah. I don't think he's the person for me. He was accurate. I still believe he's a good person.
Yeah, I don't think that any of us come here evil. I think that when we were born into this world, I think that's when sin and all of that comes in. So I don't think that we're all we don't come here evil. It's just circumstances that can take, and he was speaking from those circumstances. You didn't know what they were,
right?
Because when he said all of that, you didn't know what he had going on.
No, I didn't. And that's why I wish he would have been more honest with me and with himself, because I feel like if he was more honest with me in that situation, I would be like, well, brother, you're right.
Yes, absolutely. Right.
You're right.
Absolutely.
You're right.
And same thing with my situation. If he had said, because, you meet somebody on a dating app, you kind of think they want to date.
You would think so, but you know what?
So when you meet somebody and they're checking all the boxes, when I tell you this man was calling 3 and 5 times a day, having FaceTime, and not even just on the phone.
Your mama
want to talk to my mama. Spending money. The cash app.
When you doing all that, you would think you wanted to date, right?
You would think that you wanted to date when this person was, oh, you're so beautiful, you're so smart, you're so this. I love smart women.
Insert love bomb. Insert love bomb. Insert love
all
bomb.
Of these things.
I think that's
all of these things. Yes.
Well, I think what I've discovered is they already know that they can't meet your standards, but they know you're a good woman, Savannah,
and they don't want to miss out. It's like it's that FOMO.
It's FOMO.
FOMO.
It's like, I know I'm not good and I can't meet her standards, but I want it. I want it anyway. And it's not fair. It's not fair.
It's not.
And now if you want to do the work to meet the standards, do the work to meet the standards, but you can't not meet the standards and also have the good thing.
And so in our last episode of the Waiting Room, we were discussing that, we have to be open to our why, to our why. And we have to be open to that is God changing our desires. That's where I was headed with that. And so with this particular individual, I was open to a person that in the past I would have never dated, would have never talked to him, just would not have done it. But because of, who I am now and I'm older and I'm more mature and I'm like, okay, people make mistakes, so I gave him a shot. And so, yeah, it just didn't pan out. It didn't pan out. But, and it sucks. Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah. Because he showed up one way.
and was not who he was. He was his representative.
He showed up as a Boy Scout and left out Chucky.
Yeah.
Child's Play.
Yeah. Problem. What was that movie? Problem Child.
Yeah. Unfortunately. And I'm gonna put a caveat here, y'all. We're not here to bash man. That's not what's going on.
Thank you for saying that. Because I just want to make sure.
We're not here to just talk bad about the people we dated. They do have good qualities. But it didn't work for situation. But these are things that we noted that we could have. Like they told us this, so we taking ownership of. They showed up and they said this at some point,
and we could
have skirted on out, and we decided to stay and try to make it work because we want what we want it, right?
That's right.
This is not judgment.
No,
this doesn't make them bad. None of those things. But this is just literally our experiences. I give my experience. I get a flip side because this may be the way that our boy in the neighboring state may have felt about me because he may be over there. I never said that I may not be the person for you. I never verbalized that. I was like, again, I was dating somebody. I mean, dating goes too far. I was talking.
Y'all were getting to know each other. Y'all were getting to know each other. Yeah.
That wouldn't be my typical person to date.
I don't think you have a typical person though.
I don't. But I'm gonna say this. How do I say it in a respectful way? All the fear. Because I don't want them to come across this and figure out it's them and think
something. Do you think he gonna know what you talking about him?
He would.
Maybe he need to know you talking about him.
If I said what I said, because it's
say it with your chest.
It's not because I don't want it to come off
listen
in a negative way because it's not negative, but it's not my preference.
I got you.
And so I like when she bright. I mean, I done dated them 5'4" to 6'6". Doesn't bother me at all because one thing about it, the short kings love me. I don't know why, but one of them told me that I was worth the climb. Okay.
Oh, okay. Get that man a step stool.
Yeah. He the other one said, I don't care if you 6 feet taller than me. I want you to put on heels.
Oh my. Okay.
And yeah.
There it is.
So it's for a long time it's been that way. Dark skin, light skin doesn't really matter. Now, one point in my life, it was just light skin, brown.
We talked about that. We both went through a light skin phase.
Yeah. We did. So, that was a whole lifetime worth that would because that didn't change until I was like almost 30.
Oh.
So, but he had some set standards that I didn't apparently meet based on our last communication. However, he knew that a few days prior to that last communication, but he, I guess, wanted to try to figure out how things would work. But if that's your standard.
Okay, yeah, we are talking about Big Bama. Okay, making sure I was on the right place.
I was not I won't go say that.
He ain't gonna know we talking about him.
I won't gonna say that, but yes, that's what we talking about.
Okay. Yes. Now I'm back. I'm up to speed.
That's what we talking about. So he had an issue with me being associated with a sorority.
Oh, he definitely gonna know we talking about him now.
I mean, we
out here now. Yeah.
So, but he may have felt like I was showing up in a certain way that I didn't, which I wasn't not showing up that way, because if you look on my social media page, it's not like it's very prevalent.
But you weren't hiding it either.
It's not. Yeah, it's definitely not hidden. Yeah. If you go and just click on photos and scroll down,
yes,
you ain't gotta scroll that far.
Right.
You gonna see that blue and white on that page.
Yeah.
So, matter of fact, we still in March as we recording this, so I'm pretty sure
we're in May.
My God, today we're in May. We're in May. It's the M month. We're in May. As we're recording this, is Mental Health Awareness Month.
Yes.
So my frame is literally the frame for my sorority for Mental Health Awareness Month.
Right.
So it wasn't hidden.
Not at all.
And he could see that on my social media page, because he literally said that he watched some of my videos.
And he also said that he basically, what was the word he used? I mean, I'm a paraphrase. Excuse me, but he basically said that he put that aside to see what she was about, basically. I'm not saying it the way he said it.
On the lines of what I wanted to meet up in person to see. If you got a problem with me being a sorority, that's just a problem. I don't. Anywho, and that's. But I feel like in his perspective, I like to put myself in other people's shoes sometimes.
Yeah,
I like to sit in
that's important to see the other person's side. Yeah,
he may have felt like I showed up because we met through a Christian dating page. We're not on an app, but it's a page for Christian singles. Yeah. And so he may have felt like I showed up misrepresenting because I'm in a sorority based on his belief and his standards.
Right. And that's all. And this is the thing, like that conversation, that could be a whole nother conversation. But I would say this. He went into it already knowing this. This was not a hitting from him. No. You didn't just pop up and be like, oh, hey, by the way. No, he knew this going into it. Right. So he made a decision to get to know you, knowing this already. He made a decision to
send that message.
Knowing this already. He knew this from the jump. Yeah.
Okay. Accurate.
Yeah.
So I don't know if the thought was maybe he's going to try to convince me to renounce or whatever they out here doing. Or maybe he was gonna minister to me and show me the error of my ways. I have no idea. It didn't come to fruition.
Right.
But I'm just thinking from that perspective, maybe he felt like I misrepresented myself, which I don't feel like I did.
And again, I don't see how if he thought that, he was mistaken, because again, it was not hidden. It was in plain sight. It was clear. So again, he could have easily not hit send.
Oh yeah.
You could have not hit send. Yeah. You could have not get them Twitter fingers. You could have not got the Twitter fingers moving. Yeah. You could have not did none of it. Yeah. So yeah.
So but we all perceive things in different ways, and again, and he said in his farewell message that
not his farewell message.
That's what he said.
I'm sorry, this is so funny right now.
He said, "This is my message." That's what he said.
Let me say this, because I know the whole story. Let me say this. It frustrated me to no end. This man didn't even have a conversation with Sonya. They were having the conversations were voice notes. Like that's a thing now. Like, people send voice notes a lot of times.
I'm a fan.
Yes, we voice note all the time. Yeah. And a lot of times you can say more in a voice note. Sometimes you're not in a position to do all of that texting and So a voice note is much easier. You just pop the button and you say what you got to say. So all of their communications were voice notes. He didn't even pick up the phone. He didn't even hit the button on the Facebook Messenger to talk to her over the phone or do a video call with her on the phone on the Facebook Messenger. That all could have happened. This man had conversations with her via voice notes and then got frustrated because he said she didn't answer all the questions in the voice notes. Anybody that does a voice note knows your voice note could be 5 minutes long. The way we talk, our voice notes be long.
And we sent long. We sent like 9 minutes.
Yeah, 10 minutes is the cap, I think. I think it's 10 minutes. It's the cap. So
sometimes when you be in
it, right. So if you're on a voice note and your voice note like 5 minutes, 6 minutes, 7 minutes long, you may hit the cliff notes of what that person said. You may hit the biggest point of the conversation and you're going to pick up that and you respond to that. So if he felt like she didn't answer something, run that thing back and say, hey, I asked this question. Do you mind answering it?
That's or I brought this up and you seem like you skimmed over it. I really didn't. And maybe he thought I was skimming over the sorority stuff.
But you know what I think that was for him? That was trauma speaking for that man. He had been through some stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't think he was as healed and as healthy as he thought he was. And I think that dating encounter with you, I say dating encounter, that's a really broad word.
It is.
The engagement. Getting to know you.
Getting to know you.
Getting to know all about you. The getting to know you part. Mm-hmm. He realized, I think in that getting to know you piece, he wasn't ready.
I'm going to tell you what, after that last little shindig and this other one, right behind that one, I said, you know what? I'm about to create me a PDF and I'm going to be like, my name is Sonya. I ain't got no kids, never been married, this and that and the third, my favorite color blue. And next time somebody be like, well, tell me about yourself. Baby, read this. And if you feel like you want to proceed, holler at me, because I'm tired of having that conversation.
You got to be this tall to write this right.
It's like, I was like, so frustrated. Very frustrated.
The age gap was a problem.
It could have been, because it was a quite lengthy one.
But I would say this. I didn't think so in the beginning. Because I think he came very, very correct, very strong.
Yeah, I don't really think it was. Okay. I think it was the spiritual age gap.
Talk about it.
Because I feel like he was newer in his spiritual journey. And I'm not like, decades down. Well, I'm a little over a decade now. And I mean, I grew up in the church. I don't know.
There's a difference between when you grow up in the church and when you actually have a relationship with God for yourself. So I completely understand where you're coming from. But
it's like me having that personal, intimate, one-on-one relationship came way later in life for me.
Right.
And, around my 30s. And so it hits different, right? Yeah. And so we didn't even get into the depths of like his spiritual foundation, but I knew what he was spiritually now, and that had been, a walk for several years, right?
Right.
But it goes back to scripture when Paul's talk about like, hey, y'all need to stop drinking this milk. You need to stop eating some meat. But I won't negate his spiritual walk.
Absolutely.
But
it's a valid walk.
Again, social media, and cultural things, you hear stuff and you run with it. And especially if you're not in a D9 organization and on the outside, you hear these things and then sometimes it's conflictual. And I can't speak for all D9 organizations, and I won't speak for all of them. And I'm not going to even speak solely for my D9 organization.
Because all the chapters are different.
All I can speak for is my experience. And what I went through, and I'm still a baby, because somewhat of Neo was even in my chapter in my organization. But what I know is I have never experienced any type of demonic, ritualistic type stuff. And what I know is God told me to do it. And some people may be like, I can't believe that. Don't. If y'all didn't listen, to any of the waiting room, if you watch any of my videos, God talks to me in different ways. And I know He said my children will know my voice. And
another they will not follow.
So it's like I was shocked, and I told him that I was equally as shocked when he told me it's time. I said, huh?
And you know what? I had the opposite experience. He told me it was enough for me.
Yeah.
He said you would not.
Yeah.
Pledge a sorority. It's a no.
He's like that's not,
and that's what it was. I said, okay.
He when we get those things, it's like some things, it's like I know, and I know regarding marriage, it was a period of time. God was like, and you said that brought back to my memories. You were talking about in last podcast. He told me I can't give you this now because you would put it over me. So until I can cleanse that from your heart.
That makes sense. Yes, that makes perfect sense.
I won't let you have it.
That's true. That's true.
Because I was idolizing it. Yeah. You would not worship anything over me.
That's the truth. And that may be where a lot of that, what he feels about those organizations comes from. Because there are people who do idolize their sorority or their fraternity. And I would venture to say there are some people that put that above God.
Yeah.
Even though I know historically, all those organizations were Christian. They were all from faith, but they were faith-based. So I do know that. But maybe that is where some of the people that feel the way they feel about it, maybe it comes from a place because certain people put it above God.
And maybe that.
So maybe that. I'm just speculating. I'm not obviously don't know the answers, but
I don't know. But it's neither here nor there, but kind of trying to see it from his perspective. And like I said, it was kind of like he said his piece, I said my piece. We moved on. And
but it bothered me that you all didn't have a conversation. Like I'm like, how do you stop a communication with a person and you don't even actually have had a conversation with the person? You having a voice note. That's not a conversation. I mean, it's a conversation. It's a type of conversation.
I had to say it, but he got butt hurt. And to be quite honest, he got butt hurt because something didn't happen that he expected to happen, but he didn't do his part as the man. I was about to say,
because it was his fault how it all unfolded.
It's his fault, but he did not do his part as the man to facilitate that.
That's a polite way of saying it was his fault.
It was politically correct way. He didn't do his part. He didn't play his role as the man.
Well, it goes back to communication. That was a communication error. It was a communication. And we all make communication errors. I have made some communication errors in someone I've been communicating with. And I've had to apologize for not communicating in the proper way. It happens. You misread a signal or you overthink, or something.
He apologized in his farewell letter.
His farewell letter.
I mean, he could apologize that night.
His farewell.
And we might have.
His Dear John letter.
Dear John, life goes on. If he would apologize in the message that he sent that day, we might be in a better place.
Had he acknowledged, like, hey, I know I said I was going to call you when I got in the car. Or had he just said, hey, I'm in the car. He did say that, but it was too late.
He was like, oh, well, I'm about to go get some lead. He said that later. Yeah, it wasn't an apology that I'm sorry I did not call you when I said, could we still meet or whatever. I feel like it was an expectation for me to just make something happen.
Which was very unfair to you when you waited on him to confirm that y'all were still meeting up. And then this Negro has the audacity to still take his tail to the place they were supposed to meet.
Yeah. And be upset that I didn't respond.
I just feel like it's very disrespectful. If we are discussing meeting up for the first time and we decide on a place to meet, whether it be a restaurant, bar, grill, whatever, you don't take your tail to the restaurant after you did not let me know you were still en route to the place that we were going to meet. Yeah, you take a sip on that because I ain't got time. I don't have time.
Yeah. Friend said, if you can't treat my friend right, give her back. Okay.
Don't take her at all. That's my thing. Leave me where I'm at.
Leave me. In the words of the legendary, my first man, Leave me alone. Just leave me alone.
Yes. Leave me alone. Leave me where you found me.
Pass me by. Oh,
gentle savior. Can I say this? Men, I want to talk to the fellas. Come to the front. Come to the front, fellas. Down the front.
Come in the room. Come in the room.
Stop bothering women that ain't bothering you. Okay. If you are just getting out of a relationship, if you know you just want to sleep with somebody, and that's not what she's trying to do. If you know you ain't got no job, no car, no house, no standards, none of these things. If you know you ain't got a relationship with God like you should, leave these women alone. Quit going and getting good women who bring all of these things to the table. Pretty, got a head on straight. She got educations, more than one. Okay? Leave them where they at. Stop bothering people who ain't bothering you. I'm sorry, I had to get on my soapbox for a second.
She did.
I had to get on my soapbox. Stop coming for folk when they ain't coming for you. If you don't want what they want, leave them alone.
Listen.
Okay, I'm gonna drink on that.
I'm gonna say, okay, let's talk about this. Recent situation right after Big Bama.
Okay, yes.
Met this guy.
That Negro. That Negro.
Cool. He, nice dude, like seemingly put together.
Yeah. From what we can tell, yeah.
Based according to what he's saying, I pretty much check all the boxes.
That's exactly what he said.
Except I'm not a buzz down Tatiana.
That part.
So your priority is vagina over having a God-fearing woman.
What you said you wanted. That's what you said you wanted.
Who ain't asking you for money and to pay no bills and do all the things.
That's it.
So you rather keep searching because, and let's give this caveat. I think when people hear when somebody said they're celibate, they black out. Like the man that said, well, we ain't got nothing else to talk about. The man told, well, we part ways here.
Exactly what he told me.
Listen, it's like, that goes back to, if y'all watch the podcast, I said, you don't show up being a husband. That's about being disciplined. And had we not opened ourselves up to sex before marriage, we wouldn't know if somebody had good stuff or not. We would learn how to make it good for each other. It's gonna be good because that's all we done had. We wouldn't know anything else, right?
That's right.
And granted, I know we've opened ourselves in that area, and we can't. You take it back?
Yeah, can't undo it. You can't unring the bell once it's wrong.
If we keep just ringing it and ring, you can ring my bell, ring my bell. If you keep ringing that thing, you're gonna keep running into the issue. So I was just like, this is wild to me. And, I don't want nobody that don't want me. And that's kind of where I stand.
God, I say that all the time.
That's where I stand.
Nobody that don't want me. You don't want to call me. You don't want to text me. You don't want to see me. Do you, boo.
Do you?
I'm going to do me. I'm not begging nobody to do nothing. I want you to do nothing you don't want to do.
So, even in conversation, communication, it's like, oh, you cool, but I don't want that. We still talk, be friends. Like, okay, cool, that's what you want. And I'm like, this ain't gonna last long.
He didn't even really have to go. I'm back to Big Bama, by the way. He didn't even really have to go into.
She on his neck.
On his neck. He didn't even really have to go through all of what he said. He could have just said, you know what? I don't think this is gonna work for me. You went into all this. Well, I
5
usually
minutes.
wouldn't have talked to somebody who's in that. Sir, I would not have known that had you not said it. You could have just been like, this doesn't work for me, and I wish you well going forward. That's all you had to say. You didn't have to go through all that.
Because all the rest of stuff didn't matter. Because that was your standards and your boundaries.
It didn't matter. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. I'm just saying.
So I don't know. I feel like I need to put in my profile, if you want to bust down Tatiana, please keep moving. Because that ain't me. Unless you wife me then I will be the bust down Tatiana you want every day. I will be
I'm gonna be honest
Shanika,
with you, friend. I don't think that
Tanisha.
matters. I think you can say it and they're gonna still question it. I had in my whole profile that I was celibate, and that man talked to me for days knowing this. Waited days to address it and wanted to know what it meant.
Okay, so the one that you was rooting for.
The first one I was rooting for, the second one I was rooting for.
The first one you was rooting for.
I'm sick of him too. Yeah, what about him?
When we had been dating a month and a half, 2 months, whatever. I was going to my friend Shantae's birthday party, so I stayed with him because it was out of town. And I was like, oh, kind of not want to have this conversation with him. He had not made advances or anything. But I told him that, and I was like, I'm celibate. And he was like, okay. And I took it very well, and I was just like, you God, thank you.
I know where you're going with this. Go ahead.
And some weeks later, we was at my house, and things were starting to heat up. And I was like, okay, we need to stop, And he was like, well, you done now. And I was like, what you mean? He said, you done crossed. Because this was during time I was in my MIP process for the sorority. And I said, what are you talking about? And I was like, well, I'm celibate. We already talked about it. He was like, yeah, but I thought that was, he said, I don't know what that means.
Did not know what it meant.
He said, I don't know what that means. I said, what you mean you don't know what that means? And he said he thought it was something that had to do with the sorority. Like, they was telling us we couldn't engage in adult activities until after we
What
had
part of the
finished.
pledge process is that?
That would be hazing. If we be honest, that would be hazing. Okay. That's what that would be called. They wouldn't be able to say we were grown. This was grad chapter was grown. You had married women, even anyway.
All kind of women.
And I said, that's not what that means. And then I had to explain to him. He was like, oh, like, wait a minute. Like, you mean that? Like, you went?
There is such thing called a dictionary.
Google
is your best friend.
So I couldn't believe this highly educated man with a master's degree in education.
Did not know. I know.
Didn't know what celibate was.
Well, yeah.
And again, celibate doesn't mean that we're
never ever.
It's in the confine of marriage.
Thank you.
So my thing is, if you are interested in somebody and they meet every criteria that you want, is she not worthy enough to you for you to abstain to get the person that you was meant to be with?
Yeah.
Because she's worthy enough to God her father.
That's right. That's right. And again, if you're not sure that's something you can do, don't even come down my lane. Like, take another side street. Baby. Go another way.
Go down Peachtree.
Go down Peachtree. Go down Avenue A. Go down Avenue E.
First Avenue.
First Avenue, Second Avenue, Third Avenue. Just don't come over here. That's it. That's all I'm saying.
Baby. So, here's, ladies and gentlemen. If this happened, they tell you who they are, please believe them. Don't try to,
Don't try to rationalize what they said. Don't try to dissect it and make it say and do what you want it to say and do. I would say, if they say it, you want to clarify, because I'm all about clarity. I'm all about clarification, all about being sure. What do you mean by that? Can you break that down for me? Can you give an example?
Can you use
it in a sentence? I'm just, get the answers that you need to get answered. But at the end of the day, believe what they're telling you, because they're telling you who they are.
They know who they are. They've been with them their whole life. So if they tell you that, believe them, because that's gonna eliminate a lot of heartache for you. And again, that doesn't mean they're a bad person. I mean, you're a bad person. Nothing against them or you. But save yourself the trouble. And you're not missing out on nothing. You're not losing anything if you let them go. Because that ain't for you. You looking for the one. And that ain't your one.
And that means that God has something greater and better than that for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you got to sacrifice that means that God is working on the good thing for you.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
He's not going to tell you to give up something that you can't afford to lose.
That's right. That's right.
He got you.
That's it. So guess what? We want to hear from you.
Please
tell us your dating chronicles.
Please
share them with us. We would love to know that we are not the only people experiencing these types of things.
Because I know I'm not.
We would love to hear from you. So please use our email that's going to be in the description box. Share your stories with us. We might feature your story if you're comfortable with that. Yes,
if you give us permission, please. If you give us permission, would love to.
We would love to feature your story. We would love to talk about your experience again, because we want everybody to know that we are in this together. We are not just two people having this experience. Obviously, there are other people who are experiencing it as well. So share that with us so we can share it with the world.
Please subscribe, share.
Yes, please.
All the things.
All the things.
Even we'll post these podcasts and we post clips to attract people to the YouTube and the Spotify.
Yes.
But we really need you guys to help share and tell your friends about it, because we only got a certain amount of reach. So
the algorithm needs to work in our favor.
Okay. Hello, somebody. I pray this bless somebody.
Yes.
Listen, if you out here in these dating streets, don't get weary. Don't give up. Okay? Just come join us in the waiting room.
Come join us in the waiting room.
Have us a good time.
That's right.
Y'all have a good one.
Bye.